All right, guys, welcome back to Rouse House. We're still defining, working out where we want everything to be. This is the old Berry College meal, and that's what we're painting. We're trying to make happen here. Well, this right here is a stone wall. It comes around like this, retaining wall. It holds this pond in, so we'll actually draw some stones on there and get them painted in, and what we want to be there, and it's kind of dirt all laying in here. I'm just trying to get some stuff on here. I got this paint to waste. Let's get this ground covered in here. Again, I'm still drawing. The road actually is going to kind of wind in. Got a road that kind of pulls in and parks over here, and so we're going to have tracks coming in, and a little dirt road in here. And it's even dirt road even today. It's paved almost all the way up to it, and then they stop because they don't want to run the effect of this. This is a beautiful place. There's a little hill right here. This side of that creek. We'll catch that a little bit. We'll catch that creek coming down into there and get more trees up in there. And so we're just trying to figure where the road will be and lay the ground in here. And this color, even though it's a strange color to use for what we're doing, is a good underlay color to put a lot more colors on top of. The ground kind of lays flat, so let's scrub this in flat up to the wall. And that you show, the strokes show. So we're just, this is the beauty of painting. I don't have to worry a whole lot about, we're just trying to get the effect, the lights and the darks. This corner is going to be the lightest. This is up in the sky, kind of lights coming from here, and it's going to cast through. Behind this wheel in here, so this hill goes up to here, and there's going to be trees back here behind here that are growing up on this bank, and up behind the wheel that are back up in there, so we'll catch some of that. But it's kind of dark right up behind the wheel too, but the light's going to shine through this. So again, I'm just trying to establish and to know where my lights and my darks are going to be, and that's what'll make this. All this is this little. It's a rock building, which you'll see. It'll jump out here in a little bit. That'll be fun to do. But the light's coming, if it's real bright up here, it's going to be real bright down here, because that light's casting to the wheel and hitting down here. This part will be darker, and this corner will be darker. It's kind of like four sides, light, dark, light, dark. It's reversed. And you look at, I love to look at people, the old masters, the way they painted, and see why they did what they did. And sometimes just some of the stuff's just so unique. They knew what they were doing. And try to figure out why they did what they did, and have that wheel come around like this, and get the shape. There we go, more like that's the way it's going to be. And we'll have a few spokes really jump out in the water, and the reflection in the water. Where that stone column's going up, we're going to make sure that we get that reflected good. And a reflection always comes directly back to you. You don't cast at an angle. Shadows cast at an angle. Reflection is direct back to your eye. So wherever you're standing is the way that reflection is coming back. So you have to learn to kind of do that. This will be that little archway right there. So we'll catch that in there and into the water. And so as we paint, see that's going to reflect down into here. And we had our little. This is going to be a stone wall. It's going to be right there. And it'll turn. I love painting stones because you don't start with just gray. Stones are beautiful colors in them. Get the shape of our house back. Turn in. The roof on our building. It actually has a stone roof. It's a slate, probably out of North Carolina if I had to guess. They used a lot of that up there. It's going to be the wheel going through, spokes on the back side of the wheel. But see how many times we paint over what we painted? So we're not worried about moving it around, and that's how you get it to be where it end up with what you're wanting it to be. Don't be afraid to put the paint on the canvas and move it around. That just gives me something to paint into. So we'll have that dark right there. That's going to make top out lighter. Top of that. Our trees in there. That'll make that stand out. So that'll actually make that wheel stand out, but all that dark behind it. And more trees went up into here. These trees are big pines, big poplars, and they grow up and it's gonna go right off the canvas. And I about used up all my purple that I had to start with, and that's good. That's a good thing. And the trees that grow and they just kind of fork off and go different directions. There's that canopy up here. It's a high canopy. Little low trees down here. More brush back up in here. So that hill kind of comes like this. So now we just kind of see that hard stroke, just kind of roll right on one edge of it and see how it disappears. Make that hard, but it's kind of created just a hill effect. Did that work? It's about the way it is, isn't it, Michael?
Yep.
That's my technical expert back there behind the camera. He don't say a whole lot. We don't put him on camera much, you know. Think I'm bad. Oh, well, Mama loves us anyway. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but it is fun. Is there a better way to spend a day than doing what we're doing here and playing and doing what we're doing here? Just playing. I think we're about ready to start doing some colors into this. We pretty much run out of we're not wasting our paint. We used it, got our drawing kind of established where we're wanting to start, what we're wanting to do. Now let's just go play. I'm gonna put some water in my brush, clean my brush up a little bit. Look how it just pulls it all out. That'll be shadow over here where that building's casting a shadow on this side. That'll be the shadow. Gives me something to paint my paint into. So right now all I want to know is where's my lights, where my darks going to be. My road's going to be coming in here, cutting in here. This is the way I paint. I'm not afraid to pile it on, get stuff on there because I see in my mind what I want this to be. Because right now, y'all haven't figured out what all this stuff is yet, but this retaining wall is going to look good. And that's water and these reflections. We're going to put water trickling down into this. It's kind of like a half trough or in a stair step, and it's got all this green moss going on those rocks, and it's just dripping down into there. Beautiful. In 1930, the stonemason that did this said, you know, one day people are going to sit at this wall and eat lunch and say, man, that looks good. He knew what he was doing. Well, let's do him justice when we paint his painting. I tone the roof a little bit. I'll tell you what, we're getting ready to have some fun. Y'all come.